Alrighty. So, back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Where apparently there is no way to actually deal with the bandits, they don't even appear. Before you do this quest line. So much for the open world part of the game, I guess. Which means I will have to, want or not, do some things I feel my character wouldn't have done. But this is a video game and, well, sometimes we'll have to go through stuff like that.
Stop and talk a while at least.
So I'll go and do that quest line, but first...
There's nothing to it.
What's up?
What's it about?
An offer you can't refuse. The finest goods at an incredible price.
This beggar is really well armored.
I don't know. Isn't it stolen or something?
Look here, aren't you distrustful?
No, just cautious.
Very wise too. I'm only having a little fun with you, friend. Of course it's not stolen.
Nah.
Sorry, but trade isn't my thing.
Never mind. Your refusal is someone else's good fortune.
This guy seems sketchy.
There's nothing to it.
Good!
Hey, sip. If only the game performed as it does outside of cities or places where people are, I guess. Which is not the best either, but it's decent enough. Now, where am I going? I'm going over there. Why is there a bee? Oh, it's talk to Sir Raditz. Yeah, I don't care. I do have a save where I have done all this, but then I wouldn't have gotten the lockpicks and fought the other guys. So I want to keep the save I have right now. Which is why I'm going to redo the whole tavern bit. Also, as far as I saw, there are a couple of ways to do this quest if you don't want to do the whole quest line in the monastery, which everybody says it's pretty bad. But they all involve basically killing people, so that goes even further away from what I perceive my character to be. No, I need to find a way over there. These fucking bushes. There should be a way, should be a crossing somewhere. Or I guess I can just go through the bridge. Are we stuck? Come on, horse. Seriously, horse, you should be able to... Oh my god, sometimes this game. Sometimes this game has some serious issues. Okay. So let's talk to the guy who should be inside. Do I need to eat? No. The Carl. I will be skipping the dialogues this time since I already did this.
Are you Carl? I've heard. My name. Pleased to meet you. What if? So.
One beer for me.
And the game is freezing hard. It's bad I'm broke. Apparently there are 180 cards back in sale on decent prices since Nvidia produced some.
God save you.
And by decent I mean 500. But yeah, I guess I'm broke right now, so yeah.
You must have a.
I can.
Alright, let's win this time. So we don't have to do the whole stealing thing. Good start. I'll try to do this as fast as possible. Also, I got a pretty big hint on something that happens further in the storyline while I was trying to see how to skip this quest. It's not much further actually, it's just after this part. Ooh, damn. Really?
Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I daren't.
Which will become really helpful. Usually I'm not much for hints like that, but that was a good hint. Which I will tell you when it happens.
That's it.
There. Satisfied?
We'll see.
Really? This guy is extremely lucky.
Pushing it.
What's the hold up there?
I'm rolling really well and I'm still kinda behind him. Look at that. And he rolled again. Wow. He didn't bust. And he rolled again. Wow. Damn, dude. Really. And you reroll because he rolled everything. Wow. This is... I'm gonna win because reasons. This is bullshit.
Cheers!
Alright, I want to win so I don't do... because I don't want to do the whole thieving thing. Did I save though? I did save, right? I can't believe he actually did that. I don't think I have seen that before in any dice game. And again, I rolled really well. What is with this dude?
My God. Are you? My.
Alright, this time let's save it here.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Your man.
Alright, dude. Third time is the charm or something. I wonder if you bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if it's something. Probably. There, that's not bad.
That's all.
You're annoying me.
Damn.
Finally, some good luck. Only 2 6s and 2 5s and 2 2s. You don't get points for that, I think. Okay, just checking. Because it was 3 pairs basically. Four,
We'll see.
and he plays again. It was all a success,
Your turn.
all of them. This game is rigged. This guy is a crook. One, almost. Almost a straight.
I'll be back in 2 shakes. There. Satisfied? Yeah. Give me a minute.
And now he has the upper hand.
Any chance of a bite to eat?
Here you are. Good help.
Seriously,
That'll
he's
do me.
cheating. There is no way you're that lucky.
That's it. No luck tonight.
No luck tonight. Sure.
One beer.
Ale for me.
Ale.
We'll see. This'll be the one.
Well, you're asking for it.
A word with you.
You are really asking for it. Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
There. Satisfied?
Oh no!
I can't believe he went for the... I want to play again.
Come to see us.
Pleasure.
For a job.
I'll be right back to that. Here.
Yeah. I deserve that. Should have gotten the ace there.
Alright. Here. Enjoy it.
What the hell's with these damn dice?
Finally.
Yeah. Give me a minute.
There we go. Hallelujah. That didn't do it?
Yeah. Give me a minute.
I guess we'll still have to steal the thing. Alright.
Would you let us have a word?
I would not.
Oh, so what was the point of that? I don't know what was the point of that then.
I've been looking.
Has my... You look trust...
They get money? I have a lot of money, but I'm not sure if I got it from that. Okay. Whatever.
Coming.
Manfred, thank. What? But they. Why did? What? What? But they're. What if I? So what? But they're. That's all then.
Cool. Alright, I guess now we need to get a room. From the innkeeper, who is hiding from me.
One ale over here, please.
God be with you.
Have you got a bed for them?
I suppose I could. For how long?
Just. Here you.
You're
Haggle the 2 coins.
Where?
One ale over here.
I know where it is, my bad. Alright. Now let's go to sleep until the middle of the night. This is not my room. I was trying to turn. Wow, did you see the nourishment not dropping now? I guess it's because I got that perk. Cool. This will be actually useful. The perk. The perk was you don't lose any nourishment as long as you stay at the same spot. Nor energy, I think. But I can't tell about the energy because I'm actually gaining. I should have saved. Alright. Let's stealth with fully dressed, armored actually, and with a sword.
Why are you waking me? Go away.
You know what? Fine. I can keep the purse, I think. I don't even have the objective to give the purse. Maybe it hasn't appeared yet. Because I don't think you get it into money. It's a quest item, right? Didn't I get it? Oh, I did get it. But I can't actually use it. Okay. It's fine. Fuck. So now I can sleep. Can I wait? Yes, I can. Now we'll see the energy. Yep. You lose neither nourishment nor energy. So useful. I don't know how you do that. Magic, I guess. For a game that wants to be grounded in reality, it has a few completely unreal things. But hey, fun should enter the equation always. There is such a thing as too much realism. Where is this guy? Are they still sleeping? I think so. Yep. Really? It's 10 o'clock, you lazy bums. It's almost 11 o'clock actually. Nope, wrong person.
Greetings, good night.
Apparently he totally didn't get that he doesn't have the money or the writ somehow.
Welcome, Henry.
God grant you health.
I've got what you need. Here you are. And what?
Get my.
Okay. Now that we're done with that, time to go do the whole monastery thing. Where is the monastery? Should be that way. I guess it's this guy.
I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you.
He gave me the paper.
But there's been so.
You took him without?
My guess, you're a different.
Naturally.
Alright, that should be the last of the content I have already done. We should be
I am.
straight from here.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery.
Yeah, I won't do that.
You may not enter this place burdened by worldly goods.
You're crazy, you know how
Inside
much
the
I paid
gate
for
is a
this?
trunk in which you will find monks' robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance.
You know what? I'll go back to the inn and put away all my possessions there because I actually want them, because they cost a fortune to acquire and I don't really want to be a monk. Am I going the wrong way? Maybe I am. Well, good enough. Really, I need to... I paid for it at the evening. Why can't I... Can I only spend the night? This is bullshit. This guy is a thief.
Greetings, good knight. How may I serve you?
Have you got a bed for the night?
Certainly.
Let's see what happens if you try to rent for more than one night.
How about if I pay you for several?
All right.
250? You pay 2 per day. How does that go to 250? You crazy.
It's too much.
Suit your...
I guess maybe you can always come here, but that's very expensive. I guess you do it if you don't want to go through the hassle of
I suppose I could find...
talking to him.
For how long?
Just the one night.
All right.
Here you go.
You like...
Can I put my money in the chest? Or do I lose all the 6k I have? That's gonna be a big loss. Alright, inventory. Move all. I should have... Oh, it moved everything. Okay, that will do. Except for the quest items, I guess. Oh, it moved my money too. I think so. Yeah. Cool. Whoa, game.
Good day, Henry.
What about the stuff I have on my horse? Oh, those are still there. Okay. I guess I'll keep them there for now. Maybe I'll need them. Too bad I don't have any swords. I sell those all. I should get some. What? Where did the horse go? That was strange. Alright, let's find these robes.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
Yep.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
This is very unchristian of us. As a Christian, we should find that very difficult to do, the whole vowing while not believing it.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum et vivam. Et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Sing what?
Suscipe me, Domine.
Why would he remember that?
Secundum in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione.
Oh my god.
Me,
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
That was something else.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
I didn't speak to Raditz, and now I'm wondering if I don't get a chance to actually arrest this guy. Because I only got the you need to kill Pius thing. I'll save and load out and go to speak to him and come back. Just in case, because I don't want to redo this whole thing from scratch. If I reach that point.
I'm being punished. If it were up to me, I'd still be spending my days in taverns and my nights with whores.
I don't envy you. Unfortunately, you're here for the rest of your life.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go. Remember one word: discipline. Work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own.
I can't save. Crap. I'm pressing up look, but nothing is happening. That was weird. Okay.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus.
Sure. Oh my god, the game won't let me save. Welp.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there,
In a rush?
which is now yours.
Slow down, brother.
Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to.
Damn, too many people.
Slow down. In a rush to pray.
This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation
such haste?
and meditation.
I've read one of the manuscripts copied by
Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in the
Saint
cave under the
Procopius.
monastery.
Yeah.
His spirit
I
wanders
have a
the
quest for
corridors
that.
at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware.
This guy's cool.
Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work. As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren. And above us monks are the prior and the circators, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuit. The library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You too will learn how.
And that's all. Today you are still free from duty, but tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We'll be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lukas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here.
Why am I hurt? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Also, I don't think I will load after all because...
Will you tell me
meh.
something about yourself?
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother and decided to become a monk. It's peaceful here. There's food and lots of time to read.
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing than being cooped up in a greasy old shop.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Who's in charge of things around here?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot Peter. And soon enough, someone else. As if it mattered. Our life will still be work and prayer.
I see. Are there any rifts between the brothers?
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here. Strange you haven't noticed.
I just came here, so...
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my opinion, Nevlas is definitely the right man. Unfortunately, no one cares about my opinion because novices get no say.
Tell me something about life here.
Work, prayer, as if you didn't know. We serve God, and that's the central truth of our lives.
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Someone takes care of the library, someone else the garden. The abbot supervises everyone, and in his absence, the prior. But it's the circators you should worry about. They're the brothers who'll make sure we observe the rule. They can be quite strict, so if you want to avoid getting punished, always act righteously and do your duties honestly.
Sure, why not?
I need to make a confession.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
That's not important.
Why are you telling me this anyway? What do you want from me?
Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief. If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident, and all the other brethren have been here much longer than that.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still I don't know which one he could be.
3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could be any one of them. No one knows anything about Lukas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre.
Helpful.
Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's good books. The thought of Yodok at Neuhof sends chills up my spine.
I haven't even met him yet.
Maybe you're right. It's not a pretty thought. Thanks for your help, and please don't say a word to anyone.
Also, it could also be this guy, I guess.
Your secrets are locked inside my
I'm not sure why I would trust him with that.
It occurred to me you might be the man to ask. I'm looking for some lockpicks.
Why?
You know anyone in the
Why would he be the man to ask?
Lockpicks? You surprise me, brother. And you, a nobleman's son. But you could ask Brother Salarius. They say he used to be a thief.
Cool. And again, this made no sense narratively wise. Oh my god. It's weird hearing that. It's Greek, by the way. That's why it's weird.
The forbidden books must be in that cabinet.
What's inside? Forbidden books, written by the devil himself. Forget about them.
Yeah, I'm not interested. I know there was a quest, but didn't actually decide to do all that. No, I don't want to steal anything. We do need some lockpicks though. I'm not sure where I will find this. Oh, I guess maybe he's marked. Nope. It was brother or something. Isn't there a way to see the dialogue? I thought there was one. Anyway, it was rather than Salarius, something like that. I'm so crappy with names. Hopefully we can find him. I'm trespassing, okay. I should also speak to the other novices. Let's go do that. Oh, that's Antonius. We already spoke to you. This place is big.
Famer? What troubles you? I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Oh my god. Wow. Oh yeah. That is ridiculous.
Tell me something about life here.
Prayer, work, obedience. That just about sums it up.
Can you tell me something about the rule of St. Benedict?
7 centuries ago, Saint Benedict of Nursia wrote a collection of monastic rules, which we still follow today. They are read at every meal. The fundamental precepts are obedience, work, and prayer. We are fully devoted to serving God. The outside world, beyond the monastery walls, is foreign to us.
Do you never want to know what's going on out there?
And what should be going on? The sky is just as blue, and the grass is just as green. Perhaps the rulers change, but the greatest ruler of them all will remain unchanged throughout the ages.
I'm interested in the monastery's history.
I'll do it for one monk, and hopefully it will count for everybody.
Procopius 500 years ago. After his death, heretics occupied the place for some time, but then the order was restored, and brothers of the true faith returned.
Heretics, you say?
They wanted to worship God with some foreign rituals, in a language foreign to God. They were driven away, and their books
in a language foreign to God. How can a language be foreign to God?
Who's in charge of
the hell?
Abbot Peter is the administrator of the monastery, but you won't see him. He's always traveling, and on top of that, he's old and infirm. Perhaps the good
He's old and infirm, but always traveling.
And what happens when the old abbot dies?
Then we elect a new one.
Are there any candidates to be the new abbot?
Yes, there are. Brothers John and Nevlas. Cursed elections. Since the brothers began talking about them, there's only been strife in the monastery. On one side are brothers who'd like to see John as abbot. On the other, those who support Nevlas. And they seem to be capable of fighting about it forever.
Tell me about John.
John is a surcator, and the oldest brother here. It would be only natural if he took the crosier from Peter. He has experience, merit, and composure. He'd lead the monastery wisely.
I'd like to know about Nevlas.
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. He doesn't have the most experience, but his drive and heart are pure, his faith firm, and his ideas rational. Although perhaps he's too keen to change our routines here, which many brothers don't like.
Why does it matter so much who wins?
Because the future direction of the monastery hangs in the balance. The younger brothers feel they have to work more than their superior brothers, and that some brothers are more concerned with their own comfort than with worshipping God. The older brothers take a different view. They say the younger monks want privileges they haven't earned, and each side has its own candidate.
I thought politics weren't part of the monastic way of life.
You're right, but we know nothing besides the monastery, and the abbot's decisions can influence our entire life. Some of the brothers take it very personally.
Why am I hurt? I don't know.
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Well, the abbot is the head, but he's not here now.
I don't think I lost any
There's the
health, so
friar
I don't know why I have
and
cuts.
sub-friar, the librarian, the porter, and many others. As a novice, you should be particularly mindful of the circators. They're the ones who maintain discipline and punish bad behavior.
What can you tell me about the novices here?
What can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live a monastic life. After a year, you can make your vows and become a fully fledged brother.
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself.
I
Yodok
just
is
came
an
here.
odd one, but he's diligent and eager. Perhaps too eager. Siskin is good company, but a bit too worldly for a monk. Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse, and no one knows much about him. And then we have you, about who I know nothing.
Can you leave the monastery?
Where would you go? You have everything you need here. Anyway, all the doors here are closed and locked tight, so no one can get in or out.
Who would you like to be the new abbot?
Definitely Nevlas. Although he's young and less experienced, his heart and intentions are pure.
Okay then. That was a lot of spits. Can't believe I didn't get a point in that. I am neglecting what?
Pay more attention.
I thought I don't have anything to do today. 3 a.m. start of the day. Oh my god. That's insane. 4 a.m. morning prayer. 6 a.m. common meal. 8 a.m. work in the frattery. 12 noon work in the library. Oh my god. Afternoon worship, vespers common supper, free time, rest and nighttime curfew. Okay.
My name's Gregor, a novice.
You can call me Siskin. Now, are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment? Although it's not important. Welcome to Purgatory.
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough. Soon enough.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Flashka Pardubic? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the youngest, the lot fell on me. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me, in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out completely.
Doesn't seem like it's this guy.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing. If it had come to that after my father's death, so be it. But to get rid of me while he's still alive...
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here.
They must have realized you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my brothers, my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to know.
Please keep it to yourself, especially the part about the coin.
How is it that you don't get any penance for missing morning prayers?
I've paid off the circators to turn a blind eye.
Wow.
And the other monks don't notice as long as you show
Some
your
things
face
never
there from
change.
time to time. No one's too awake at that time of the morning.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices. Tell me about Antonius.
Oh, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with of course the exception of myself, it would be Antonius. He has a calm soul, he's easy to talk to, and you can always rely on him.
That's all. Thanks.
Let's not tell anyone else about Pius.
I'm still curious about this treasure trove of yours.
It's no big terrible secret. Really, it isn't. I just go and read during services. There's no time otherwise. I mean, at other times I don't get to read what I like. And I keep it under the slab so the others don't find it.
Cool.
I'll leave you be. Don't worry, I won't follow you again.
Thank you. And please, Gregor, don't mention it to anyone.
Sure, I don't care. It's your money. Or the money you stole, I guess. Man, they have locked every door. It's gonna be a tricky to get out of here.
Someone's been creeping around the corridor at night. What am I saying, creeping? He was stomping about like a bear.
That must have been Brother Cicada. He can't sleep and prays long into the night.
God damn it, Antonius is everywhere. Where is this brother I'm looking? Librarian.
Slow down, brother.
It's not you, right?
I'm Gregor and I'm new here.
I know. I saw you in the church during ceremony. I have the feeling we'll be meeting again soon, and often. You see, I'm the circator.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that everything's the way it should be.
When it's not the way it should be?
Then we're authorized to mete out punishments. But certainly you won't require correction, will you, brother?
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Okay, I'm not gonna speak to everybody about that. That's enough. I don't care. I still can't save. That's annoying.
Pay more attention, brother.
Dude, you came and... Okay, never mind.
I'm Gregor, a novice. I saw you at the ceremony.
I know. It was hard not to notice you.
And you are?
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
Are you?
I'd like to know something about...
No one is happiest alone.
I don't know much, but ask away.
What can you tell me about Siskin?
Not a lot. I don't know him. Actually, I don't know much about him at all, except that he's not a stickler for rules.
Tell me about Antonius.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell. I've never spoken to him. I've never asked about him.
You really don't know anything about anyone? Well, thanks anyway.
Don't get upset. I'm sorry I can't tell you more. I just haven't felt like getting to know anyone yet.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
That wasn't suspicious.
What sort of life you had before, that sort of thing.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas. Nothing else matters.
Come on. Is there really nothing at all you can tell me?
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and prayer, not on who I once was. I never will be again. What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through the monastery gates and took our oath. Never forget that.
Not helpful, but suspicious. Oh, there is Nevlas.
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Nevlas, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the monastery's property, as well as handling trade with the outside world.
That means you get to leave the monastery?
No, not at all. I just write lists and send them out.
Is there anything I could help with?
You know, there is. Perhaps you've heard that Abbot Peter is gravely ill. I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment. With your help, I could find out the details, and together you and I could give old Peter a few more years to do good. What do you say?
Sure.
You can count on my help. What do you need me to do?
In order to get the recipe for this medicament, a few rules will need to be broken. Now, you know, most of the brothers believe every illness is a message from God, and that it's not our place to deny his will. I, however, think if God sent us not just illnesses, but also the medicine to cure them, then it's our duty to relieve people of their suffering. The cure for Abbot Peter's illness could be contained in one of the books in our library, but it will certainly be amongst the libri prohibiti, the forbidden books, those we aren't permitted to read.
Why are they forbidden?
Because they contain occult and demonic practices, witchcraft and all manner of evil. Or so some people claim. It's nonsense, of course. This is nothing but a book of medicine, albeit one written by a pagan. Ibn Sina, also known as Avicenna, is universally acknowledged to be a wise man. But here, at some point, someone decided his book is the work of a Saracen devil and must be kept under lock and key. Since then, no one can even talk about the book.
Christians.
The three wise men were from the East, were they not?
Where can I find it?
In the library, there's a large cabinet with a lock on it. The forbidden books are inside. You'll easily recognize what you're looking for. The cover has not only a Latin inscription, but also Saracen letters. Bring it to me, but leave the other books there. No one will notice if one book disappears, but if more were to vanish, someone would certainly begin to look into it, which is exactly what we don't want.
Is there anything you can tell me that would help?
There's a key to the cabinet in the prior's chambers. The librarian should have another one, or you can acquire some.
Brother Celarius.
But I can't tell you where.
I think that was the guy, but then cuts the name.
Could help.
Oh my god, Brother Celarius, Brother Gitsenius, etc.
Why can't you do it yourself?
Because I'm one of the highest ranking monks here, and one day I'd like to become abbot. Can you imagine me crawling around in the black of night searching for a forbidden book?
You could just ask for it.
Do you honestly think I haven't tried? Unfortunately, Librarian Cyril is a stubborn ass.
I'm ready.
One more important thing. There's always someone in the library during the day. To pass unwatched, you'll need to go at night. It's locked, but I'm sure
I think I'll need to find Brother Celarius. Yeah.
Locks, but don't tell him why you need it. Once you have the book, bring it to me, and I'll then use it to make Peter's medicine. We'll soon have the election of the abbot over and done with.
Where is Brother Celarius? Is he in the cellar?
Why such haste?
Oh, I spoke to you already. I'm in a rush to find Brother Celarius before we go to sleep. Problem is I'm not... have no idea where they are. Too many monks.
In a rush to pray.
Oh great, they'll start to sleep now. Also, it's really dark in here. Oh, there's Joduk.
Greetings, brother. I'm Gregor, and I'm new here.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices. I hope you'll like it here in the monastery and that you won't get into trouble.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order. I suggest you get to know the older monks. You never know when it might come in handy.
Have you spoken to Yodok? I have. He said the new cask is ready. I'm interested in the other novices. What can you tell me about Siskin?
Well, he's always got a smile on the new friend. But I reckon he don't belong in the monastery. He spends more time dreaming of the world outside than tending to his duties. I'm surprised he hasn't been thrown out already. If it was up to me, he'd be out on his ear right away.
Sounds like you don't have much time for him.
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Believe me, Gregor, he's hiding something from us. In fact, now I come to think of it, I haven't seen him at morning prayers for a while.
Alright, you know what? Let me take a small break and get some coffee, and I'll be right back with more Kingdom Come Deliverance.